Hiya John, thanks for making contact via the internet and thanks for taking part in some of the online packages that we offer. Just a quick sort of overview of your swing really. I mean, obviously reading your notes, very good player, been down to 1, currently playing off 3, had varying degrees of success, we imagine with various swing types or methods over the years, and have recently settled on stack and tilt and been experiencing some success. Now, I would agree that looking at the book's great, loads of good information in it. However, it can be tricky to learn yourself simply because you're not too sure which pieces are relevant to you at this moment in time. So you've done the right thing, you've got in touch with an instructor, and what I'm trying to do here is offer you 3 pieces to work on between now and when you either send some more footage for the online lesson or you make a trip across to Preston for a one-to-one session at some point in the future. Just 3 keys to work on between now and then to get you on the right track. In between now and when we do meet up, feel free to send any questions you've got via email and I'll try to answer them as quickly and as efficiently as I can. So first of all, foot flare. What we see here on the bottom left with Charlie Wee is the appropriate foot flare for the stack and tilt swing pattern. Charlie's got both feet turned out approximately 20 degrees. That in turn points the knees outwards, and with the knees turned outwards slightly less than the feet, that's freeing up the hip sockets to turn on a tilted angle, making it much easier for you to carry out the rest of the backswing pieces. What we see with yourself, both feet quite square, and as a result, even from this skewed angle, we can see that the knees are just tweaked inwards ever so slightly. So turning both feet out will also help prevent some injuries, but makes it much easier to stabilise the axis during the backswing. So first key piece, sort the foot flare out, both feet turned out approximately 20 degrees. That leads us nicely on to the second piece. Now, one of the things that we see with the better players within the system is the lead shoulder working down throughout the backswing. The lead shoulder working down stabilises the axis from P1 setup to P2 when the shaft is parallel to the ground and just slightly beyond, and then from P2.5 to P4, the top of the backswing, the downward movement of the left shoulder helps maintain the player's inclination to the ground. What we see with yourself is the lead shoulder working away just a touch too level, so the lead shoulder doesn't work down enough and it doesn't work down long enough, which is why we see initially a slight move off the ball, ever so slight, but then laterally in the swing we see a movement up. So the more the left shoulder works down, the more you'll maintain your inclination to the ground, so your head will stay in that box. So your lead shoulder is working across and it needs to work down more. So lead shoulder down. Keep telling yourself that right shoulder needs to work down more and for longer, allowing you to stay centered and maintain your inclination to the ground. Now the final piece that we want you to work on is controlling the left knee through impact. Now the way the knee should work, let's put a line on Mike Bennett's trail leg here. During the backswing, the trail leg will straighten in varying degrees from club to club to the top of the backswing. In the transition, the trail leg will regain its address flex before then starting to straighten during the through swing as the player pushes up off the ground, raising the belt. That's in the book, isn't it? So the knee should straighten during the backswing, regain its flex, and then the player now from P6, here shaft parallel with the ground, during the downswing can push up off the ground, extend, tuck the hips, raise the belt. What we see with yourself is a trail leg that straightens okay on the way back, starts to regain its flex, but then continues to flex too much during the rest of the downswing. So it overflexes, you can see there now, as it overflexes, and we see this at the moment with Rory McIlroy. As the trail leg overflexes, the player's head comes off the wall, so the player loses inclination to the ground, the shaft gets lost behind him, and that can get the plane line shifted, in your case, way to the left, and that can result in blocks and hooks. So a little bit too much flexing of that trail leg during the through swing from about here now, just before delivery position, about P5.5 through the ball to P9. So the difference between the two positions there in relation to the trail leg. Now the way I'd work this in, and to be honest with you, if you work on this drill, you'll get a much nicer feeling of this lead shoulder working down as well, is spend some time hitting shots with the trail leg completely straight. That is a drill. If you go to the drill section in your book, you'll see this as one of the drills in the book. They'll describe that in there, what Mike and Andy will describe what they feel this drill is useful for. However, it is also useful for what we're seeing here, which is an overflexing of the trail leg and an inability to get the lead shoulder working down for long enough. If you have a little look on YouTube, the 5 blogs that I did during the drill blog, blog 5, I actually explained that in my opinion the trail leg straight drill is the best all-round drill for stack and tilt, certainly still to this day, that I've come across. I feel that it sort of embodies everything that the swing system is trying to get you to do during the golf swing. So spend a lot of time working on, just a little bit of time first of all, working on the foot flip. Both feet turned out about 20 degrees. Focus on getting the lead shoulder to work down more and for longer, and then work on controlling that trail leg through impact. Now, the drill when you straighten that trail leg off will help initially. It'll also help police or control the rate at which that knee gets used to flexing. So it's almost like a conditioning exercise. At the moment, the trail leg flexes a hell of a lot, based largely on probably the way you used to swing the golf club. A lot of us, going back a decade or so, would sort of take the club back quite straight and then get it on the inside for under the pretense that it would give us more power or enable us to hit a draw. Couldn't be further from the truth. And what you're seeing with a lot of players, not just yourself, you're seeing it with Rory at the moment, club goes back too straight, knees over flex as a mechanism to get the club and the arms back on the inside. Unfortunately, that can get things a little bit excessively from the inside, and as I said, result in a lot of pushes and hooks if you're not careful. But as I said, those are the 3 keys that I'd like you to work on. Feel free to send me an email with any questions that you may have, and I look forward to hearing of your progress over the coming months. Well done.